Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you collective energy reading. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. All right. What's good in the hood, y'all? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So, make sure you ring that bell so you get notified every time I come on. And thank you for coming. Appreciate you. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Appreciate you. You know, I'm mukbanging every now and then. You're going to hear me chew. Because I'll be having long days. All long days. Sometimes not. So yeah, what's up, collective? What's up, beloved? How are you? Who's here with me? Say what's up. Talk to me. Say what's going on. So I actually have. I'm gonna try to keep this one short because I think I want to do another one. I had 2 downloaded messages. The first one, which is the title of this particular reading, was they thought you were doing too much until you stopped doing this, and we gonna unpack what you stopped. Of course, you know I got a little story to tell. That's how I channel. And then the other one is a downloaded song, a Lionel Richie song. But I'll make that the next one, so we'll go over there. We'll go there when we're ready to get there. Imani, hey, cuzzo. How you doing, boo? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your sister doing? How your brother doing? Let me write this down. I gotta find the song because I think I need the lyrics. I don't know if that's the title. I think that's just the hook. What's up, Black Cherry? So we're going to have 2 readings tonight. I just want to preface that because I'm going to try to keep this one short and sweet and then move on to the next one because it's a downloaded one too. I'm just going to find the lyrics to it so I can have that queued up. So how's your Fridays? Are we happy that it's Friday? Are we happy? We're all good? Yeah. That's good to hear. Love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, let me see. This is so much better in here. In my office because I got to have him or no, see? Alrighty. Oh no. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Where's the lyrics though? Oh, okay. So it's payday. I know that's right. For me, it's bill day. Pay them bills day. So, I didn't think that'd be so crunchy. Sorry, about to knock y'all down. Download messages. They thought you was doing too much until you stopped doing this. And y'all want to know what it is? They stopped doing? You stopped doing? I bet you do. Let's read the cards, though. I'm going to tell y'all later. Hi, Giggles. How you doing? Welcome back, y'all. When you come back up, bring my water jug. Water jug? You know, the big white one. I think I left it on the counter or the bed. I don't know. What is full? I'm good. Good to see you again. I love when y'all come on and just say hi or something. So I'm glad you spoke. All right. Ooh. Spirit. They thought that the collective was doing too much until the collective stopped doing this. Somebody was in childlike energy because the Page of Wands popped out. All right. So with the Page of Wands popping out, somebody had a lot to say. Um, I also hear they didn't like the message that they got from what you stopped doing. Mm, let's keep it moving. I'm glad you caught me too. Uh-huh. And this is what you stopped doing. So I get that there are people who feel exhausted right now, right? Me being one of them, but hey, it's such as life, right? We gotta keep going. But sometimes you can get exhausted by the person in your life, right? Your particular person. Why? Because you might be pulling more emotional weight than they are. And emotional and physical weight, with no balance is stressful. It is it's too much. There's a lack of cooperation here. All right. There's a lack of cooperation. No support, insufficient support or recognition, right? Weak, lopsided team, unsatisfactory results. That's what the cards say. But that is what the Three of Pentacles represents. And that is the point I'm getting to. Tell me more, Spirit. Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody was very immature in your energy. All right. So the Page of Cups is somebody who, um, well, I'm hearing misbehaves, but it's more than that. It's like they're unapologetic. They're selfish. They're spoiled. Um, childlike and very self-centered, right? So, this is somebody who refuses to grow up, refuses to be respectful or mature or be mature about something. They just refuse to. They'd rather catch a tantrum, get really emotional about a thing, but not really do the right thing. They lack emotional intelligence, really. Tell me more, Spirit. The Mask Bro. Hello. Uh-huh. So the challenge and the lesson is Six of Swords, moving on, letting it go, leaving it behind, and either the challenge is for you or for them, either their behavior or you leaving a relationship that just didn't serve you, right? That's a challenge. Now, some of my favorite tarot girlies will tell you, just cut them off, or what I say, you're teaching this person a lesson. But it comes a time sometimes you don't really want to teach a lesson anymore. Maybe you wanted to in the past. Maybe you wanted them to understand you. Maybe you wanted them to get it. And then it comes a time where you become indifferent. You become numb, unmoved, unbothered. Whether they learn or they don't learn, you're going to just move on, right? Because there's a lack of cooperation. Tell me more. Oh, we don't speak your language. Sorry. Was that German? Um, are you German? Cause we don't speak the language. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I have an idea because I used to work for Germans, but I do not speak the language. Sorry. Um. So the Strength card is reversed. Y'all let go. somebody release. I feel like not somebody one being. I just mean if I'm talking to you and you're hearing my voice, I'm talking to you, right? You let something go. Yeah, I think he is German. Listen, I can't help you. Okay, so you can't. You release this. Okay, somebody was holding back, not giving you energy, not really showing up. They were being weak with you. You know what I mean? They didn't show confidence with you. They weren't strong. This is somebody, like this is feeling like somebody who would have been a masculine energy, not showing up in their masculine energy and leaving you to do the work of the entire relationship because for some reason they don't want to do the work. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Right. This person was very codependent on your energy. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly. Thank you, Cherry. But yes, Imani, you're right. Being a teacher is tiring, especially those who don't adhere to what you're teaching. Yeah, exactly. Like somebody, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a lover, it don't matter what you are. If you talking to, somebody is just like refusing to get it with that Page of Cups in reverse, the challenging lesson you having is to move on or let it go or release the energy and just move on to peaceful waters. And this person is holding on to your energy for dear life, but being passive. Like this person will let you walk out of their life and not put any effort in, but expect you to still put in effort, right? It was completely lopsided, unbalanced relationship. Well, they thought you were doing too much until you stopped doing this. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So I was driving today and I had a passenger. And so she said, she was saying how she had wait a minute, her husband and her son, that's what she was telling me. Her husband and her son were complaining to her, that the way she set the house up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how women are, we are, right? We want certain things done a certain way in our homes, right? And we do that with the mindset of if I set it up this way, one, you're not gonna go hungry. Two, you're gonna have your things when you need it. Three is less headache for me because guess what? I don't have to keep telling you, feeding you, doing this, doing that. I'm setting things up, getting it right, right? Thank you, darling. That's, yeah, I'm about to say that's not for me. So she was basically saying, since they complained, she obliged their complaint. And she said, I didn't do anything for 2 weeks straight. She said, I cooked for myself, I cleaned behind myself, I just took care of me. She said, after a couple days, they were hungry, they wanted to know recipes, and she was like, no, that's control. Then it was, can you just give us a grocery list? And she said, wouldn't that be control? Because they kept saying she was controlling. She said, wouldn't that be control? I don't think so. You're on your own. She said, they did not leave a crumb. There was not a crumb left in that house. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to buy. They didn't know what to get. They didn't have any clue. But she was so called controlling. And there are, don't get me wrong, like the raggedy bitch energy is absolutely a controlling energy, but she's a menace, right? Which is different, That's that smothered, disrespectful energy that just, what I'm saying, kind of wants you to satiate her. And that's it. This is not that. This is the opposite of that because this is masculine energy saying to a feminine, you're too controlling because you want order and you want discipline in your house. You want it to run a certain way so things run smoothly. And the moment she pulled back her energy, they completely collapsed. Matter of fact, the son said to her after the 2 weeks, that was the worst 2 weeks of my life. And I'm laughing because let me tell you something. We feminines, we really don't know our power. Now, whether you're feminine male or female, I mean feminine, right? You don't know your power until you pull back your energy. A lot of times we give, 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 give. We nurture, nurture, nurture. We support, we support, we support until we stop doing those things. We don't even realize our power sometimes because then as all of a sudden we become soft again and we could just fucking relax because we only taking care of us. And somebody was like, "Oh, that's not what I don't think I meant it that way." I will. I'll tell him, money. And he said, "Congratulations, by the way." Um, Here's another story. Okay, so in the creation of the world, we have multiple stories from multiple cultures. But I'm going to tell you the creation story from the Yoruba perspective of Nigeria. All right. So when the world was being thought, right? Um, Olodumare, which is the all-encompassing God, called in his subordinate energies. Okay, that's how we're gonna put it. Obatala, Shango, who else? Eshu, Ifa, um, Ochosi, Oshun, Yamoja, and I don't know who else, right? But we just gonna call on the 7 African powers for the sake of the story. So he called on the different energies, right? The different spirits for what they can do. Ogun, I can't forget Ogun. So Obatala is the father of the white cloth. He is also like kind of like air sign energy because it's all he's about the mind, right? Your orrery, your head. And he decided that no, I'm sorry, Olodumare, which is God, decided to send Obatala down to the earth, which was like all water at the time, to create the earth, right? So when he sent him down to the earth, he had several things that he had to pack. One was an egg, one was some sand, um, a bird, I believe. I forgot what else. It was a couple things, like real interesting things in a knapsack he had to bring down. And in order to get down, now, mind you, these stories are told from a humanistic perspective, not an all encompassing God. So just go with it. So he needed to get down to the earth. And the only thing they could think of at the time to get down to the earth was a golden chain. They was like, if we just fashion a chain out of gold, we should reach. So when they surveyed the heavens where everybody, all the energies were, um, they were told to collect gold from everybody. So they collected all the different gold pieces from the Orisha. Now Ogun, being a blacksmith and a warrior, was commissioned to create the chain for for Obatala to come down and descend to the earth. So they got enough gold, barely, but they scrapped up enough gold. He created the chain. The chains extended from the heavens to the earth. Now, before Obatala touched the water, he took the sand out of the satchel and he threw it, and it created land in different spaces. So he was able to touch down. After that, he put the egg, he buried the egg, or he did something with the egg, and it started springing up greenery, life, things like that. I'm, I might be wrong, but listen, I'm paraphrasing for a point. Now, let me go backwards. When they had the conversation with Oludamari about what life would look like and the people and the things and da 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 da, Oshun was Olodumare required them to include Oshun because she brought energy, she brought love, vitality, sexuality, fertility, all of that, right? So they like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they hatched all the masculine energies, Ogun, Ochosi, all of them, Obatala. They hatched the plan amongst themselves and did not bother to include or look for Oshun. Now, Oshun was aware of what was happening, but again, she was also aware that they did not invite her energy into the equation. So she moved on and she tended her garden and she just kept loving on herself and, doing what she does, right? And so Obatala touched down and he threw the sand and he created the earth and or I should say the soil rather. He started to fashion people from the earth and whatever else he had in that bag. So he fashioned it like clay, different people, different body parts, different shapes. He just kept fashioning people. But Obatala also had palm wine with him. And at one point he got tired and started to drink. And when he started to drink, he got drunk. And then some of the bodies he started to form were misshapen and deformed, right? Hence, they explain how not everybody comes out looking regular or normal. So, as he's fashioning the people, he passes out from being drunk and wakes up the next day with the expectation that these people he fashioned would come to life, but no one did. Now he's drunk and he's looking uh a bit horrified at some of the creations he made, but he had already made them. Sorry about that. So he had already made them. And those people that he fashioned were still again not showing up alive. So he didn't know what to do. So he climbed back up the chain. Ola Damari was like, check in with me by a certain time. And so he did. He went in for his check-in. I'm having a little hold on, y'all. So he goes to check in with old Damari and he says, oh, so old Damari's like, okay, so how's the progress? What's going on down there? And he's like, well, I made the people, but they're not breathing, they're not growing, they're not doing anything. And so Olu Namari says, um, why? What did Oshun say? And so now Olodumare I'm sorry, Obatala is stuck. Like, what do you mean? And all the other Orisha masculine energies are stuck. Like, what you mean? He said, I told you to make sure you include Oshun. And they said, oh. He said, go and find her and include her in this process. So they go to her and now they got to plead with her. Now they got to beg her forgiveness. Now they got to bow to Oshun. And I don't mean in a physical level, but they probably did, right? They had to bow to Oshun and beg her forgiveness because they left her out of the equation. And she was very aware that she was supposed to be a part of this whole project on Earth. Because she was the one to breathe life into everything that touched the ground or create or that was created. She had to breathe life into it. So, and that love, that nurture, or that feminine touch, in order to find that balance, she was required. But these men, these masculine energies, thought, we don't need her. We got this. I know all of the Mari said go get her, but it's not that serious. At least that's what they thought. So I don't know what her ransom was, so to speak. Like, I don't know what she required, but they appeased her because they had to. They had to appease her. And then she joined the ranks and she helped breathe life into the creations that were put forth on earth. But nothing worked without her. That is the point. Nothing worked without her. So, the point is, there are masculines in your life that think somehow you're just doing too much. And they got it all figured out. They can do and handle everything. They don't need you. You're excuse me. You're not important. You know what I mean? They're gonna show you what they did after the fact. which they don't realize will not have the life it's meant to have without you. So keep that in mind, feminines, when you have a person in your life that does not appreciate you, will not take ownership in or responsibility for their actions with you, because it's clearly here with the Page of Cups. They're immature with you. They're disrespectful of your energy. You know what I'm saying? They want to hold on to you though. They don't want you to move on. Six of Swords. But at the same time, they don't put enough energy to stop you from moving, walking away with the Strength card in reverse. Like it's a soft approach. You know what I'm saying? But it also shows they don't value you. That's what the reading is showing, if anything. They may even be codependent on your energy or somebody's energy with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But what they didn't value was you, collective. So you had to stop doing this. Everything. Everything. This person has a lot to prove because they didn't cooperate. Three of coins in reverse. There was no cooperation there. You know what I'm saying? It was lopsided. You know, you was doing everything. This person didn't do anything. What did they offer you? What did they give you? Where was the balance? It wasn't there. I will tell you, I had a conversation with my husband tonight, and we were talking about family, and I was talking about um how at this point in the game for me, my father let me walk away, but I said the good thing is I don't need him for anything. I don't even want him for anything. And I'm numb to it. It doesn't bother me, right? But I can talk about it without it hurting. I can talk about it to explain it without being in the hurt space of when certain things happen. It's a matter of fact, right? It's acceptance. What I found interesting is the first time I decided to, since I stopped talking to him, 2 years later, I went back to visit, and he practically ran down the steps and he wouldn't shut up. Like, I've never known him to talk like that. He was talking. I was like, wow. I was a little overwhelming because he don't normally talk. So he was a bit excited to see me because I had pulled my energy back. I can't imagine what it'd be like now because I really don't want to test the waters. I could care less. But I knew that, well, put it this way, I didn't know. I didn't know until I witnessed it that my presence was actually missed in some way. But it wasn't missed enough that he changed anything about him or the dynamics of our relationship. So ain't no reason for me to go back to doing anything, to getting involved, to visiting, to asking questions, to making phone calls. I'm really good. And my energy is good. But I put it this way, I never really realized what pulling your energy looked like. I didn't know what pulling your energy looked like until that experience. And I was like, wow, that was powerful. You know what I mean? So you got to consider, male or female, job or relationship, friendship, whatever. If you're in any kind of situation where your relationships with people are lopsided, you are constantly plugging into the people, pouring into them. You know what I'm saying? Um, you don't feel anything come back to you. Stop doing everything. Just stop. Stop. Just stop. Don't give to it anymore. Don't let it drain. Don't let it exhaust you because exhaustion is here. Don't let it do that to you because that's a waste of your energy, your vitality. You know what I mean? And that person is a taker. And they may be an energy vampire. That's not fair to yourself to allow people to pull on your energy so much so that you end up super tired because of them. Pull your energy back. And it's draining to be in relationships with people who they don't think that you deserve anything, or they have to give to you. They don't. That is mind numbing in my opinion. Yeah, we sometimes we are like a conduit for energy, right? People could just plug into us, zap us dry, and go on with their life. Like, Superman got the S on their chest. Ooh, they feel good now. Cause they done got some of that good Earth Angel energy. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the Earth Angel can't figure out why she's so depleted and what's wrong and why am I tired like that? Cause you just got drained by that vampire. Tell me about this Page of Wands, Spirit. Temperance. This is what is needed. Balance. Self-care. This is what is giving me right now. Self-care. Someone needs more self-care. And you might have been told to pull your energy back and focus on your self-care. That's balance. That's how you balance. Tell me more, Spirit. Because take it's going to take, y'all. Tell me more. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. This third party situation or lack of cooperation here, it will drain your pockets, okay? And that's not what we want. We want to be set up and be stable. But you can't be stable with an energy that is set on just getting what you give, right? Not really worried about you. Like this is the type of person that go, "Hey, how you doing?" They don't care. They just say it because it's automatic. Hey, how you doing? You know what? This happened to me. Blah 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 blah. This happened to me. Da 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 da. And you're like, okay, I'm good, I guess. Or actually, maybe I had a rough day. They don't really, and when it's an energy vampire because they really not listening to a word you say. What? They're not listening. They don't hear you. They're not listening to a word that you have to say. Stop playing with me. They just hear you. So that, because they're literally waiting for their time or their chance to say something. Sucking you dry. That's four coins. That's that misery energy. I'm telling you, I feel like there's somebody want to hold on to that energy. Tell me more, Spirit. They want to hold on without effort. That's what Spirit said. They want to hold, meaning like they just want you to give it. That's it. That relationship is completely one-sided. Tell me more, Spirit. They took you for granted. Yeah, this person, um, you've been waiting for an apology for a minute, Spirit said, because the or maybe you invested in this situation. What that may be why it's so hard for you to resist it with the Six of Swords. You might be waiting, or you may have invested some energy into this current situation, and some things don't fruit no matter how much you plant them. Some seeds are no good. It's like somebody passed it through a microwave, to be honest, because this person is a taker, like they like fast food. You know what I'm saying? They want everything now, instantly. They don't have patience, right? You, however, have patience, but you're dealing with a microwavable person. And if you know anything about microwave things, it really kills the nutrients in food, right? So here's it: you got patience, you willing to grow, you really grow who you are. Food is just a metaphor, but you're really ready to grow. And this person, not so much, because this is clarifying this Page of Cups. This person will have you waiting forever to get right. So don't wait. You be waiting for that day to come and it ain't gonna come because they don't have any intentions of getting right. They ain't got no problem draining you though. Tell me about the Six of Swords and the challenge and the lessons there. Yeah, this person is lost in their journey. They may be very materialistic, very financially irresponsible. This person starts something, don't finish it. They may reinvent themselves a lot to say, "Oh, okay, I'm moving on to bigger and better things," and then they don't never get anywhere because they can't sustain it. You know, this person is in very immature energy. We got three pages, and no king, queen, nothing else. And if we did get a king or queen in the upright, it's more than likely you, because this person is showing up as like a misbehaved child. Again, I taught y'all about arrested development. So if you new here, arrested development is somebody who may be in a childlike mind, caught in their trauma with their parent wounds or whatever from a childhood standpoint, but they may be a full-fledged adult. They just don't know how to act. This is your typical I'm gonna throw a tantrum type person, or instead of working something out with you kind of person, right? So yeah, this is a person that's they need to move on, but they're unwilling to, or they're wasting a lot of time moving on. And you may be caught up in not moving on because this person may even, with that page of cups, they could be extremely emotionally manipulative. So they could play on your emotions if you allow them to. Spirit said, don't do it. When you reminisce and you start waxing poetic in your mind about this person, like, oh, I remember the time this, and I remember we had these good times. Don't forget the disrespect. Okay? Don't forget the disrespect. Put that back in the forefront of your mind so you can remember who it is that you're dealing with. Because what I'm getting here is that this person is a weak and unbalanced individual, and they pull on your balanced energy to sustain them in some kind of way. Tell me about the strength card in reverse, spirit. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person want to keep you trapped and stuck in their energy. And they may be trapped and stuck in yours just because they ruminate over you. They think about you all the time. They're codependent on you. They also may not see how life will work without you. They may know who you are, but there's probably some pride and ego here. Let me see something. And they need more skills. So this person, this type of insecure person that would make you feel like you are lacking when you are the one giving. There's a lot of little, they might play the victim too, because with this childlike energy, they need your nurture. They need your discipline. They need your respect. They need your love. They need your kindness. They need all those things. But yet, this person is not capable or willing to give that back to you. They don't make you feel important, like, or they don't do anything so that you would feel important to them. Okay. Now, what does this say? Nine of coins. Now we know what it means, but I'm gonna see what the card says. It says lonely, depressed, longing to fill a void, too self-indulgent, unaffordable. Oh, so somebody living beyond their means, and so you may be the stable one in their life. Bounce the bottom of the deck. Six of Swords. Yep. You publicly they see you as a winner. Um Somebody they want to attach themselves to. Having you in their life means they win. Means they're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm-mm. And this person is very passive aggressive spirit. So with that strength card in reverse, they avoid confrontation. This person will not let their pride and ego stand down. They'd rather not talk to you than to make it work, or to mend fences. So this person probably desires a reconciliation, I would think, with the codependent energy. But I'm getting that they will not initiate it. Okay, this person would rather be stuck in their head, like I said, stuck in their pride and ego, than to show up the way they need to show up. So now, what I got in the download was that in the story I told y'all, you pull back your energy. Period. If you ran into this person and they said, "Can I get a ride with you?" or "Could I have?" or whatever, you're gonna tell them no. No. For whatever reason, or no is the full answer, you're not giving in to this person. Because you know all they want to do is see how much you're gonna keep giving. And they don't have anything to give you or they're unwilling to. Take it how it resonates. This ain't everybody's story, but a lot of people go through this, and you don't always go through this in romantic situations, right? It could be family, it could be a friend group, it could be how your boss treats you. You know, there's a lot. As a matter of fact, my husband was telling me about somebody at his job who got a pretty decent position, and I remember seeing him at the Christmas party, and he leaving. I don't know if he got a job, but he done asking the higher ups for a position that he would like. He takes on a lot of responsibility. So guess what? He done. He could take them same skills he got and go somewhere else where he'd feel better compensated. So even men pull back their energy. Men are quicker to pull back their energy, to be honest, y'all. They good for ghosting and silent treatments and all that other stuff. But women, we tend to want to give to something that we care about. Why? Because we're just naturally givers. Now, I don't mean all women. I definitely don't mean all women because raggedy bitches don't do that. But earth angel energy. So male or female, a earth angel type energy is going to want to give to improve the quality of the relationship. They're going to want to give to support. They're going to want to give because they're naturally, you know, what's the word? Um Giving just comes naturally because it feels good, right? Um the problem becomes that even though, earth angels give, once they become keenly aware that there's never any give back, that's when the tap tends to stop. Maybe after some bargaining, like, listen, you're not giving to me. And I know I never asked you for anything, but you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And could you at least do this? Could you at least do that? And it becomes a resistance. Why? Because they spoiled the person that they were given to. That's why the person is now codependent in their energy. And yeah, earth angels has to learn that you need to be more discerning about who you give your energy to from the rip, so that you don't develop the pattern of over giving before you know it, and then next thing you know, it could create some sort of resentment. You know, yeah, them raggedy bitches don't give. They don't. They take and they learn how to manipulate. But earth angels, we give from our heart. We give for a purity of reasons that can be taken advantage of by somebody who has never had any intention on giving back. So, this message is more for the earth angel than it is for anybody else. It's like, listen, stop leaking your power, which is your energy. Stop leaking unconditional love. It's okay to love the person from a distance. It's okay to love the person in general. But if they're depleting you and not supporting you and there's no reciprocity, they don't give you the bare minimum, what in the world are you doing? Yep. What are you doing? So again, they might have thought you was doing too much when you was giving. Sometimes takers, they do this technique. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm gonna describe it. Like, they will let you offer, they will take, and and then if you confront them, right? Because a lot of earth angels, not a lot of them, certain people that give like that and realize they feelings get hurt later, will try to list, like, I did this for you, I did that for you, I did this for you, I did that for you. I'm here to say, don't bother. They know what you did. But a lot of times, if you put yourself in that position, you put yourself in a position for them to say, I never asked you to do any of that. But the thing is, that doesn't negate the fact that they still took it and never gave. So for some, that might be their thought process, their excuse to not take accountability for their lack of accountability. But bottom line is, they took. Whether you offered, insisted, gave, dropped off, surprised them, it don't matter. They took and they never gave back. That's the point. So when you reminisce on the good times, don't forget the disrespect too, because that's kind of disrespectful when you look at the relationship, especially for somebody who will still want to take from you and still ask you for things, ask you for time, ask you for loving, ask you for, you know, 3 or 4 activities, but never give anything back. So you got to learn to step back and let them be. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. But yeah, this is a learning lesson for people in all types of situations. When you're doing too much, then stop doing too much. Don't do nothing. Let them figure it out. Let them sort it out for themselves. Since you're doing too much and they don't feel no need to do anything, because that's what I'm getting here. But this person sees you as a prize. They see you as victorious. They see, this is also what I got from this is that there is somebody that sees you maybe as prey, but the prey that got away and that then became victorious in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, reimagines the Lion King in a way that maybe the lion, Scar, had a different prey, and then that prey got away and became the head of Pride Rock instead of Scar. You know, the whole time he thinking he got them, and they slip away, grow, grow, and then everybody supports them, and they sitting there looking like Scar, jealous and confused, all in their pride and ego, disappointed, you know. So, keep this in mind. Just stop messing with them people that don't mess with you like that. If you really think about it, you thinking that y'all have some mutual, but this person, there's nothing mutual with situations where there's a lack of accountability and there's a lack of support and energy. There's no real energy exchange. There's just you give and they take, and that's it. And that's not the exchange you want, because that's a one-way situation. That's like, throwing money into a hole. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. There's no investment there. It's just you throwing money into a hole. You get nothing out of it. So y'all, I had a download. It's a completely different energy. I will I want to throw the cards on that tonight because I want to see what that's leading to. Y'all gonna find it interesting when I tell you, and then we go over these lyrics because it's complete opposite energy to this and previous readings. All right, I can't even talk. But for the sake of this reading, I thank y'all for coming. I appreciate your energy, your time. I appreciate your likes, your shares, and definitely your subscribe. Please subscribe. Go ahead, subscribe. Let's build this channel. Um, I was supposed to unpack parent wounds tonight. I didn't. I wasn't able to do it. So let's give that a try tomorrow, and that will be on TikTok. In the meantime, thank you again. All right, I'm gonna say peace, and I'm gonna be up in like 5 more minutes. As I clear the energy, and then we do the next reading. All right, y'all. Peace.